Good morning, students. I am Vineet Srivastava, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication. This is the 8th video lecture of Digital System. In this video lecture, we discuss about the binary codes. So this is the binary codes part 2. In the binary codes part 1 video lecture, we discuss about the binary codes. That is the binary codes versus the application importance of the binary code classifications. Then when we discuss about the weighted code, because mainly the binary codes are classified in two categories, that is weighted code or non-weighted code. So in previous lecture we discussed about the weighted code like 8421 BCD code, 2421, etc. So here we discuss mainly about the non-weighted code, especially about the access 3 and the gray code. So we move forward. These are the outlines here. Prerequisite, objective, non-weighted binary code, in which we discuss access 3 and gray code. Then we discuss about the binary to gray code and gray to binary code conversion. Then exercise based on above discussion, learning outcomes, very important, and last one is references. So these are the outlines here. Prerequisite, students should have a basic knowledge of binary bit. So this is already discussed in the previous lecture, so we can easily cover this prerequisite on the basis of the previous lecture. The students should have a basic knowledge of decimal binary system and BCD numbers, because the basic knowledge of these numbers are very helpful when we understand the operations of the access 3, gray code, etc. Now students should have a basic knowledge of XOR, because when we discuss about the conversion of binary to gray and gray to binary, there is use of the XOR gate. So we have a basic knowledge of XOR gate, and we already covered the XOR gate in the previous lecture of the logic gates. So all the students having the knowledge of the XOR gate. Now the objective, binary codes makes the designing and analysis of digital circuit easy. That's why we are used the binary code widely in the designing process. In communication, telecommunication, binary code also used in the encoding purpose, because nowadays this is the time of the telecommunication, especially in digital communication. So there is a requirement of the encoding. So these binary code are widely used in encoding purpose. How access 3 and gray code used in the designing of digital circuit, because it is very important code. Gray code are very important code in the digital circuit. So they are different used in the designing process of the gray code and access 3 code. Now we move to the non-weighted binary code, because in the previous lecture we discussed about the weighted code, because the certain position and the fixed position are basically having a certain weights. But in non-binary weighted codes, we have some of codes will not follow the weights. It is the basic difference between weighted and non-weighted. Here the codes will not follow the weights of the sequence binary numbers. These are called non-weighted code. Respective position have a weight in the weighted code, but here the weight are not a considerable factor. In these codes, the positional weights are not assigned. So respective position having a no weights. Access 3 and gray code are example of non-weighted code. We already discussed during the classification. So now we discuss about the access 3 code. It is a very important code. Access 3 means addition plus 3. Access extra amount 3. So it is important. Some of codes will not follow the binary weight. Access 3 code is example of it, and it is an important 4-bit binary code. So the representation of the access 3 is 4-bit, and it is a non-binary weighted code. Non-binary code in which the weight not considered in access 3 or gray code, non-weighted binary code. Now The access 3 code of the decimal number is achieved by adding the number 3 to the 8421 code. So in the 8421 code, we add extra 3. That's why access 3. So in decimal number, when we add number 3 in each decimal number, then it is converted into access 3. For example, to convert 15 to an access 3 code, so we add 3 here in the number and then we achieve access 3 code. How we can do this? We can easily understand. First, 3 to be added to each digit. 5 plus 3 converted into 8, 1 plus 3 converted into 4. So how we can do this? This is discussed in this slide. This is 15. Now we converted into access 3, 5 plus 3. So we added plus 3 in each digit. 5 plus 3, 8. 1 plus 3, 4. So we have 48. This has to be converted into BCD form. So first we added plus 3 separately in each digit. Then we have a 4, 8. So this 8 is now 1000 and this 4 is 0100. So this is converted into BCD form. Now the final answer is 0100 1000 is the access 3 code stand for decimal 15. So first we added plus 3 in individual digit, then converted into BCD form and combine both, we have the answer. So here we easily convert this into access 3 code. Then the reverse process is this. Suppose that we have the access 3 code and we find out this number. So this subtract this 010 and 1000 represent 48. So we subtract 3, 4 minus 3 we have 1, 8 minus 3 we have 15. So the reverse process can also be done. Now find the access 3 code of 236, that is a decimal number. The access 3 code for given number is obtained by adding all the digits individually, especially. So we are added 3 in all the digits individually. Then 236 will becomes 569 because when we add 3, 6 plus 3, 9, 3 plus 3, 6, 2 plus 3, 5. So we have 5, 6, 9 respectively. These 5, 6 and 9 decimals have to be converted into binary. First we added 3 individually and then these decimals have to convert it into binary form. So 5 is converted, that is 0101. 6 is converted into binary form, we have 0110 and 9 can be written as 1001. So the final answer is 0101 0110 1001. So again we add 3 individually in each digit, so that is converted into 5, 6 and 9 and then we convert it into binary. So we have the number 0101 0110 1001. So this is the access 3 code. Now BCD to access 3 here. So this is the BCD number and equivalent access 3 number. So how we can understand this? This 0000 in BCD is 0. In access 3, 0. This whole 000 represent in decimal form is 0. 001 represent 1. So 0 plus 3, 3. So this represent 0011 is represent 3 because this is the decimal digit 0. 0 plus 3, 3. So this represent 3. 0001 represent 1. When we add 1 plus 3, so this represent 4. 0100 represent 4. This 010010 represent decimal number 2. When we add 3, 2 plus 3, 5. So equivalent access 3 is 0101. This represent 5. Suppose that this represent 9. 1001 represent 9 in decimal. So when we add 3, 9 plus 3, 12. So this 1100 represent 12. So 100 is 1001, access 3 is 110. Suppose that this 1000 is 8, 8 plus 3, 11. So 1011 represent 11. This is the access 3 code for corresponding BCD. So here what will be happen? Again, we add plus 3 in the BCD and generate and convert into binary. This is the equivalent access 3. Now, so access 3 code is a reflective code. It means if we are concentrating about here in two consecutive codes, only single bit is differ. This is same. No, not a single bit is differ. This is a reflective code we already previous discussed. So here the complement of this is last one. If we are talking about, so 0011 complement is 110. So the first access 3 code is the complement of last. Now second from up and second from bottom is the complement of each other. 0100 complement is 1011. So this is the property of the reflective code we already previously discussed in previous lecture. So if we are talking about first, second, third from upside and third from bottom side, and if we are seeing that these are complement to each other. So this is the property of the reflective code. Okay, this is the property of the reflective code. So access 3 code is reflective code. Now we move to the gray code here. Gray code is another non-weighted code. That means there are no specific weight assigned to the bit position. There is no specific weight assigned to the bit position. Gray code has a special features that only one bit change at a time. It is very important thing. There is only single bit change. That's why it is known as cyclic code or unit distance code. When we compare gray code has special features that only the one bit change. When we concentrate about the two gray code, consecutive gray code, there is only a single bit change. It is the special features of the gray code. Now, gray code is used in the soft position encoders. This is the good applications of the gray code. Now, this is the decimal number, this is corresponding binary code, and this is the gray code. How the binary number is converted to gray code, we discuss in the upcoming slide. So here, if we are talking about the gray code, if we concentrate about the gray code here, these are the two gray code. If we concentrate about the 3 bits are same, only differ in 1 bit. As we are talking about in gray code, only the 1 bit is differ. When we compare two gray code, consecutive gray code, there is only single bit change. So here only a single bit change. Again, if we are concentrating here, so there is only change in this bit position. Okay, when we compare this, there is a change in this position. When we compare here, so there is only change in this position. When we compare, there is only change in bit position this. When we compare these two, then we change in this position. Then we compare here, when we change here, when we compare both these, then we have only change in single bit, and when we compare both these, there is a change in single. So when we are talking about, when we compare two gray code, continuous two gray code consecutive, there is only a single bit change. That's why it is known as gray code is called as a unit distance code, cyclic code, because there is a 1 bit change, that is unit distance code, as only 1 bit change at a time. So the important point is that how we can convert. So we can discuss this in the upcoming slide. So the important thing is that in the gray code, there is only a single bit change at a time when we compare two gray code, consecutive gray code. So that's why it is known as unit distance code and cyclic code. Now we move to the binary to gray conversion here. Okay, so that is important conversion. So this is the conversion. in which we have binary 4-bit binary code. Suppose that we have B3, B2, B1, B0. So we have 4-bit binary number. When we convert this, so when we have gray code, this is G3, G2, G1, G0. So when we convert 4-bit binary code, we have 4-bit binary code converted into 4-bit gray code. So here, if we are talking about B3 is as it is replaced by G3. So this is the position of the MSB. So we can say MSB in both the code are same as it is replaced. Then this is the XOR gate. We are also talking about in the prerequisite, we have the knowledge of XOR gate. So when this bit B3 and B2 are XORed here in first XOR gate, then we produce G2 gray code bit G2. When we taking XOR input B2 and B1, we are XOR between B2 and B1, then we have G1. And then we have XOR between B1 and B0, then we have G0. So overall, MSB bit is replaced by as it is. Then we have XOR between B3, B2, B2, B1 and B1, B0. We have G2, G1 and G0. This is the overall structure. How the structure is comes, we discussed in the upcoming video lecture with the help of KMap. Then we find out the expressions and design the circuit. Now, if we are talking about here, MSB of gray code and binary code is same, that is G3 equal to B3. It is clearly seen that B3 is directly equivalent to G3. So MSB of gray and binary code is same. How we can convert? Suppose that this is the binary code which is given B3, B2, B1 and B0, and we find out the gray code, that is G3, G2, G1 and G0 we are find out. How we can find out binary to gray code conversion? So B3 is as it is replaced by G3. Already we are talking about this. B3 is replaced by G3 as it is. Now how we can generate G2? B3 XOR B2. So this is the formula. G2 is B3 XOR B2. When we taking XOR between B3 and B2, we have G2. G1, B2 XOR B1. B2 XOR B1 equivalent to G1. G0 equal to B1 XOR B0. That is G0. So we are taking the XOR, then we can easily find out the gray code here. So we required here, suppose that we have 4-bit, then we require 3 XOR gate. So we have n-1 XOR gate are required. Suppose that we have 6-bit binary and convert into gray code. So then we require n-1 XOR gate. 6 minus number of bits 6 minus 1 5 XOR gate are required because the MSB replaced as it is. So there is no requirement of the XOR. For remaining we required XOR. So if we have 4-bit, this is as it is replaced, and then we required 4 minus 1 3 XOR gate. Now we move to the one example. Suppose that we have binary number 1100 and we want to convert it into gray code. So MSB is as it is replaced. This is MSB. Suppose that this is B3, this is B2, this is B1, this is B0. So B3 is replaced as it is. So 1 is replaced as this. So this is G3. So B3 equal to G3. Student concentrating here. This is B3, B2, B1, B0. And this is G3, G2, G1, G0. As we know that B3 equal to G3. So this is 1 is replaced as it is. How we can find out G2? We XOR between B3 and B2. 1 XOR with 1. We know that when both the input are same in XOR, output is 0. When both the input is different, output is 1. So 1 XOR with 1, we have 0. So this is G2. Again, for G1, we have XOR between B2 and B1. 1 XOR with 0, opposite, output is 1. Now 0 XOR with 1, we have 1. So with the help of this above formula, we are also mentioned in previous slides. We have gray code 1011. We have gray code 10. So again concentrating, this is replaced as it is. 1 XOR with 1, same, output is 0. 1 XOR with 0, output is 1. 0 XOR with 1, output is 1. So when we are taking XOR between different bit, the output is 1. In both cases, when we taking the XOR between same bit, output is 0. So this is the binary code. Equivalent gray code is this. Now this is the same formula. G3 equal to B3. So this is replaced by here. Again this is G2. B3 XOR B2. 1 XOR 1 XOR 1 0. For G1, for this bit, B2 XOR B1, 1 XOR 0, 1. And for G0, B1 XOR B0 means 0 XOR 1, we have 1. So this is the method. With the help of this, we can easily convert binary number into gray. Now we move to gray to binary conversion. So here the little bit change. Again, G3 is equal here gray to binary. So it means we have gray code. We want to convert in binary. So we have gray code. It means we have G3, G2, G1, and G0 is known, and we find out B3, B2, B1, and B0. Again, similar to binary to gray code, MSB is directly mentioned here as it is G3 equal to B3. MSB is directly mentioned here, G3 equal to B3. Now, when G3 and G2 are XOR, they produce B2. When G3 and G2 are XOR, they produce B2. Now, student concentrating here, it is important point, and there is something difference. Here we XOR the output of first XOR gate. The output of first XOR gate taken as an input over here, and another input is G1. So what is the output of XOR gate number 1? Because it is the XOR of G2 and G3. So output of this gate is G2 XOR G3, and this G2 XOR G3 is used as an input of this. So here the input is G2 XOR G3. This one is G2 XOR G3, and from here G1. So the output of this XOR gate is G1 XOR G2 XOR G3. Student again concentrating here. Output of XOR gate 1 is G2 XOR G3 because input is G2 and G3, and just G2 XOR G3 is B2, and same input is given as a here. So this is G2 XOR G3, and this from here this is G1. So the final output is G1 XOR G2 XOR G3. This is B1. Now this B1 used as an input of last XOR gate. So from here we have G1 XOR G2 XOR G3, and G0 are given here. So B0 equal to G1 XOR G0 XOR G2 XOR G3. So we have the formula. Now here again we use 3 XOR gate. In this case again MSB is same, G3 equal to B3. MSB of gray and binary code is same, that is G3 equal to B3. Likewise in binary to gray, MSB is same. Here MSB is again same. Now how we can convert? Suppose that we have a gray code number. We have G3, G2, G1, and G0 is known. We find out B3, B2, B1, and B0. So as we know that this MSB is replaced as it is G3 equal to B3. Okay. Now this B3 XOR with G2. So the formula is B2 equal to B3 XOR with G2. This one is generate B2. When this B2 comes out, this B2 is XOR with G1 produce B1. That's why B1 equal to B2 XOR G1. When B1 is find out B1 XOR with G0, we have B0. B0 equal to B1 XOR G0. Okay. So this is as it is replaced. When B3 XOR with G2, we have B2. B2 XOR with G1, we have B1. B1 XOR G0, we have B0. So this is the formula. With the help of this, we find out gray to binary. Suppose that we have a gray number that is 0010. So as we know that MSB is replaced as it is. So this is G3 equivalent to B3 as it is replaced. Once this B3 comes out, this B3 is XOR with this G2. So 0 XOR with 0. Student concentrating here. 0 XOR with 0 gives output 0. Again, student concentrating here. MSB is replaced as it is. So with the help of this G3, we find out B3. Once the B3 find out, with the help of this B3 XOR with this bit, that is G2. 0 XOR with 0, we have 0. When this 0 I find out 0 XOR with 1, we have 1. 1 XOR with 1, we have 0. XOR between same digit having output 0. So with the help of this, we easily find out and convert the gray code into binary code. Here we use the n minus 1 XOR gate. How many number of the XOR gate are used? N minus 1. number n-1 number of XOR gate are used. Here 4 bit, then we use n-1, 4 minus 3 XOR gate are used. So we can easily convert. Now this is the exercise. Convert the given BCD number, that is 0110110 into binary. Convert 1001 BCD number into access3 code. Okay. So we also discussed the conversion from BCD to access3 and access to BCD. We can easily convert. So in BCD, this is the 4-bit representation, this is the 4-bit, so convert into decimal, then convert into binary. And this BCD into convert into access, so how this BCD into convert into decimal, then edit 3 and then convert. Convert binary number into equivalent gray code. We already discussed about this in the previous slide, how we can convert with the help of XOR gate. Convert gray code into equivalent binary. We also discussed conversion of binary to gray and gray to binary both. Convert the binary number into BCD. So on the basis of above discussions in this lecture, we can easily solve these questions which are mentioned in the exercise. So here in this lecture, we discuss about the non-weighted code, especially gray code and access3 code. And the conversion of binary to gray and gray to binary is very, very important. And how these formulas are comes, how we can say that the circuit arrangement of XOR gate convert binary to gray and gray to binary, from where the circuit comes out. These are discussed in the upcoming lectures, because with the help of K-map designing, we find out this circuit. So here we cover the non-weighted code, which is also important in the designing process. Now we move to the learning outcomes. Since 0 and 1 are used in implementation, it becomes easy because we use 0 and 1 in the binary code, so the implementation is easy. Used in digital communication because digital communication is a very hot area in nowadays in the field of the communication, where we use these codes for encoding purpose. Binary codes are suitable for computer applications because computers always understand the binary. So in the designing, in the programming, we use the binary codes. And gray code are widely used in conversion, analog to digital converter, and speed measurement. So there are the wide applications of the gray code here. So we have some learning outcomes. Access3 code are also used for the coding the binary information. So here we discuss access3 and the gray code especially. Now in the upcoming video lectures, we discuss about the Boolean functions, Boolean laws, AND laws, OR laws, Boolean expression, De Morgan's theorems, and how we can simplify the Boolean expression with the help of the laws and the entities. Because the Boolean laws are also important considerable factor in the designing process. Now, these are some references used. Thank you, students.